Question 8 asks us to sketch a graph, and I'll take you through my thinking here. We're first of all going to think about what a 1 over x graph looks like. 1 over x, we did at GCSE, is this shape here. A 1 over 2x looks exactly the same because it's not crossing anywhere. We can't tell what it's going to look like. Now I want this, the minus, I want the negative of that. So if I'm negative of that, I'm going to flip it about the x-axis. And I've got this shape here in green. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add k to it. So I'm going to move this thing up k places here. So let's draw it down the side here. The asymptote was originally at 0, so now it's gone up and I've got an asymptote here at k. It's very, very close to k and then going higher and higher there, starting down here and coming closer and closer and closer to k. So I can see something else I'm going to have to work out. I want to work out what this value here is. And this value here, of course, is when y is equal to 0. So 0 is k minus 1 over 2x. 1 over 2x equals k. 2x equals 1 over k divided by 2. So x is 1 over 2k there. And so there's part A done. There is the graph. Now we've been told a straight line, y equals 2x plus 3, meets this thing here in 2 places. Well, let's put it meeting it first of all before we get too far. 6 marks for this. So I'm putting 2x plus 3 equals k minus 1 over 2x. So let's try and do some algebra to this to make it look nicer. Don't like the fractions, so I'm going to times everything by 2x. So 4x squared, I've got 6x, I've got 2kx minus 1. It's clearly a quadratic, isn't it? So let's drag everything over to one side. Now I've got 6 minus 2k, lots of x there. I'd normally do that in 2 lines, but to save time I've put that all there. Look, there were 6 x's already and I've taken away the 2k there. And what are we saying? We're saying that this has got 2 answers. We've got another b squared minus 4ac again. We had one in the last question, but we're doing it again. So for 2 answers, b squared minus 4ac is going to be greater than 0. So I've got 6 minus 2k all squared, 4 lots of a lots of c equals 0. So multiplying all of that out, we're going to get 36, 24k's, I've got 4k squareds, and then I'm taking away the 16 equals 0. So I've got a quadratic coming in here, and I think what I'll do is I'm just going to grab the calculator. Now I put equals 0, I didn't mean that, did I? I meant greater than 0. Greater than 0. So I can't read that. That says 20 is greater than 0. So grabbing my calculator and putting that in, it tells me that k is less than 1 and k is greater than 5. And that will get us 5 marks, but it does say leave it in set notation. So let's just put this. So k can be any real number. K is either less than 1 unioned with k is greater than 5, and we'll put a curly bracket around all of that, and hopefully they'll take that